Hello, everyone. I hope you are doing well. I welcome all Falcons fans to Falcons Fly, and am delighted to have you join my channel. Today, we will engage in a discussion about the Atlanta Falcons and their prospects for the upcoming season. Please gather your thoughts and insights on the Falconsies in the comments section below. Your feedback is valuable to me, and I appreciate your support for our beloved team. Today, we will discuss the Falcons edge rushers Leonard Floyd and James Pierce Jr., who is bringing the heat to the offensive linemen, and even a couple of fights broke out because of it, so let's get to it.
Let's watch Falcons fly.
Atlanta Falcons head coach Raheem Morris stated on Tuesday that he does not wish his team to engage in physical altercations during practice. On Sunday, the inaugural instances of fighting during training camp erupted. The situation initially escalated during the third series of 11-on-11 drills conducted by the first-team offense. Running back Tyler Algier received the ball on the initial play, and all appeared to be in order. However, quarterback Michael Penix Jr. subsequently completed a pass to wide receiver Drake London. However, along the line of scrimmage, tensions apparently reached a peak. Rookie edge rusher James Pierce Jr. and center Ryan Newsel engaged in a physical altercation, prompting others to intervene. Notably, veteran edge rusher Leonard Floyd intervened in Pierce's defense, while left guard Matthew Bergeron provided assistance to Newsel. Morris, defensive coordinator Jeff Ulbrich, and offensive line coach Dwayne Ledford intervened to separate the individuals. Our objective is to establish a culture and a distinctive style of play, Ulbrich stated. Part of that entails the level of aggression and urgency that we embody. Today, at certain junctures, the situation exceeded acceptable boundaries. We must learn to manage such situations effectively. It is natural to become agitated, particularly when facing a formidable defense, and the offense will respond accordingly. Therefore, we must anticipate the possibility of punches being thrown, emotional outbursts, and physical confrontations. So then, resorting to retaliation, this serves as a valuable lesson for us to learn today. On the subsequent play, a second instance of physical altercation transpired in a remarkably similar manner. Pierce and right tackle Caleb McGarry became entangled, and Floyd and Bergeron intervened once more, among others. Following the conclusion of this period, Morris gathered the entire team at midfield, presumably to restore order before the, quote, Mamba period, during which the first-team offense and defense engaged in direct competition, rather than competing in separate sessions.
Rick, the intensity on defense has kind of been an early story in training camp. What's your thoughts on how the guys look out there?
Yeah, we're trying to develop a culture, a style of play for sure, and part of that is the violence which we play, and the aggression, the urgency, and all that. Today, at times, it went a little too far, and we got to learn how to manage that. You know, it's you're going to get agitated, and especially when you're playing really good defense, the offense is going to get very agitated. So you got to anticipate punches being thrown, things being said, people getting pushed, and in those moments, you got to thrive and not retaliate. And so it's a good lesson to be learned today.
How do you kind of manage that? Because you have guys competing, right? But
Right.
I feel like you have to tone it down a bit as well.
I think celebrating the guys that take it right there and push it as far as that violence and urgency and intensity, but don't go past the line. Don't throw the punch. Don't retaliate. You know, and the more we can take it there and not retaliate and celebrate it, I think that's when you create that style of play.
Are there any players that you feel do a really good job of kind of walking right up to that line, but then being able to pull back?
I saw Leonard Floyd today, which was like made my heart so happy because Flo is very like I haven't been around him a whole lot, other than observing him from afar on other teams, and in the spring he's very calm, he's very cool, and I'm seeing this other side of him now, this intensity, this edge. This fierce loyalty to his teammates, especially defensively, and it's really cool to see. And to see him not only stand up for his guys today, but at the same time, not take it too far, not throw the punch. I thought was a really cool demonstration of what it's supposed to look like.
Rick, I know you said you don't want them to take it too far, obviously, but what part of you as a coach celebrates that intensity that they're showing in day 5 of training camp?
Intensity all day long. Awesome. That's exactly what we need. Great defense does not exist without it. You know, it's controlled anger, it's controlled chaos, it's controlled aggression, all those things. And that takes discipline and it takes work. And I'm glad we're getting to that place of where it's right there. I want to throw a punch and I don't. you know? So the more that we can do that out here and take it to that place, the better we'll be in those games when that stuff happens, because it's going to happen. It's guaranteed.
There was one additional heated moment during that subsequent period, but it did not escalate further. In his opinion, Ulbrich emphasized the importance of celebrating players who push the boundaries of violence and urgency while maintaining control. He advised against throwing punches or retaliating, as this is when a player truly embodies the desired style of play. Pierce, the first-round draft pick, demonstrated exceptional effort throughout Sunday's practice, whether it was during pass rush or coverage. He actively participated in multiple skirmishes, showcasing his unwavering support for his teammates. Notably, he also contributed to special teams, including kickoff coverage. Wide receiver Ray McLeod III explained his decision not to intervene in the fights, stating, "I laugh only because when it happened, I told the DBs, as long as you don't jump in, you're good. We'll spare you. Just don't jump in. Other than that, we let the big boys tussle it out." Defensive lineman Zach Harrison and edge rusher Jelon Walker were absent for most of practice, but were present during late 11-on-11 work, where they did not participate. For the first time during this training camp, live field goal practice was conducted on the main field. Young Hoku successfully executed 4 of his 5 attempts, with good kicks from 37, 40, 47, and 53 yards. Lenny Krieg also made all 5 of his attempts, with successful kicks from 33, 37, 47, 50, and 55 yards. During 11-on-11 work, Penix completed 13 of his 16 passes, while Kirk Cousins achieved 6 of his 11 attempts. Easton Stick demonstrated proficiency, making 2 of his 2 attempts. Following a challenging Saturday, London redeemed himself by catching all 3 passes Penix attempted on Sunday. 2 of these catches occurred during consecutive plays involving fights. Upon catching the second pass, which was a deep shot, London expressed excitement by punting the ball out of the field. However, he quickly turned around and observed attention drawn elsewhere. His third and final catch was a 10-yard touchdown against the first-team defense during red zone work. Cornerback Dante Manning intercepted an end zone pass from Penix to wide receiver Kadero Hodge. Safety Jesse Bates-Ill did so between Cousins and tight end Joshua Simon. Cornerback Mike Hughes, on the final play of the game, forced an incompletion from Cousins to wide receiver Nick Nash. It appears that the defensive ends, Leonard Floyd and James Pierce Jr., will undoubtedly provide a formidable presence this season. Additionally, Jelon Walker's contributions are evident, and it is anticipated that the defense will attain a new level of success, particularly with the enhanced support they now receive. I eagerly anticipate witnessing their performance this year, as they are poised to significantly elevate their game. I would appreciate your insights on this matter. Do you anticipate the Atlanta Falcons will perform exceptionally well this year and do better than they did last year? I would be grateful if you could share your thoughts and insights in the comments section. Your time and participation in our discussion are greatly appreciated. Thank you for your attention. I extend my best wishes and hope you enjoy the rest of your day. We will engage in further discussion in our next video. Have a good day.
Let's watch Falcons fly.